The village is bustling with energy as everyone gathers for the annual festival of harvest. The air is filled with the rhythmic beats of drums, and the scent of roasted yam and palm wine fills the air. Young men and women, dressed in traditional attire, dance in a large circle, honoring the gods for a bountiful harvest. Chinonso dances with the other young women, her bright wrapper flowing as she moves to the beat of the drums. Her eyes meet Obinna's for the first time, and an undeniable connection sparks between them. The moment is brief but intense, as their gazes lock across the dance floor. The festival is a time for joy, but for Chinonso, it becomes the beginning of something she never expected. She feels a pull toward Obinna, but she knows the consequences of pursuing a love that goes against the village's traditions. Later that night, as the festival dies down, Chinonso sneaks away from her family's home to meet Obinna in a secluded sacred grove by the river. The grove is a peaceful place where lovers from past generations have made their vows under the moonlight. The trees tower above them, and the sound of the river flowing nearby adds to the magic of the moment. Chinonso and Obinna sit together by the water, their hands brushing as they share their first real conversation. They talk about their dreams, their desires, and the weight of their cultural expectations. Obinna confesses his love for her, and though Chinonso is hesitant at first, she admits she feels the same way. They both know the dangers of their love, but in that moment, nothing else matters. The days following their secret meeting are filled with tension. Chinonso's mother, Naoma, is adamant that her daughter must marry the son of a respected elder in the village, a man whom Chinonso barely knows, but who is considered a suitable match. This marriage has been arranged since Chinonso was a child, and Naoma insists that it is her duty to honor the ancestors' wishes. Chinonso, however, is torn. She loves Obinna, but she knows that defying her mother's wishes would mean betraying the family's honor. The pressure from her family weighs heavily on her, and the conflict between tradition and her heart becomes unbearable. Just as the pressure mounts, Chinonso's older brother, Ugochukwu, returns to the village. He has lived in the city for years and has adopted modern views that sharply contrast with the traditional customs of the village. Ugochukwu is vocal about his disdain for the old ways, arguing that the younger generation should not be bound by outdated practices. Ugochukwu speaks to Chinonso about escaping the village and building a new life, free from the constraints of tradition. He encourages her to pursue her love for Obinna and reject the marriage arranged for her. For Chinonso, this idea is both liberating and terrifying. Her brother's modernity offers an alternative future, but it also places her at odds with everything she has been taught to believe. Word spreads throughout the village about Chinonso's secret meetings with Obinna. Some elders view this as a betrayal of the family and the community. Naoma, devastated and furious, confronts her daughter. In a heated argument, she accuses Chinonso of dishonoring the family and defying the will of the ancestors. The tension in the household reaches its breaking point. Chinonso is heartbroken, feeling torn between her love for Obinna and her duty to her family. Her mother's harsh words cut deep, and she begins to question if there is any way to reconcile the two worlds she finds herself caught between. In the end, Chinonso is faced with an impossible choice. She seeks guidance from the village priestess, an elder woman known for her wisdom and spiritual insight. The priestess tells Chinonso that the ancestors have seen her struggle and offer her a choice. She can either follow her heart and be with Obinna, but face exile from the village, or she can accept the arranged marriage and keep the peace, but live a life of regret. After much soul-searching, Chinonso makes her decision. She chooses love, knowing that the path she takes will not be easy. She decides to run away with Obinna, to build a life of their own, away from the restrictions of tradition. As they leave the village together, walking hand in hand toward an uncertain future, the village watches in silence. Some are angry, others are saddened, but all understand that their love will leave an indelible mark on the village's history, a story passed down through generations as an echo of love's power to challenge tradition.